My pulse rate was going sky high. I told my husband, my now ex-husband, that I couldn't breathe. He felt my pulse and he's like, "Oh my God, I need to get you to the hospital." So we went to the hospital. I told them what I'd taken. They did a drug test, I guess, to make sure I wasn't on anything illicit like crack or coke. I wasn't. They did a chest x-ray, did an EKG, saw that I'd had a minor stroke. Well, they wanted to keep me there. My now ex-husband wanted to sign a release so that I could leave because he didn't want to pay the medical bill. So I left, and after that, like I said, my panic attacks were just horrible, and the only way that I could get any relief was if I took Klonopin at night. Sometimes I would take it during the day, but not as prescribed. In other words, I wouldn't take it as much as I was supposed to. I'd just take it as needed during the day. But I would definitely need it at night, or I would not get any sleep. Because, like I said, as soon as I fell asleep, it'd feel like someone was like suffocating me, and I would wake up that way in a panic, feeling like I was suffocating. Well, when I became pregnant with my son, I'd gone through a lot. At that point, my mom had died like 5 months before. My ex-husband had left me with all the bills, empty the bank accounts. It was bad, but I, survived and made through it. And I decided to, like, by accident, do some research on panic attacks and anxiety attacks. And basically, what it is it's in your mind, obviously. It's not that you really can't breathe, because how do I know this? Because the times when I would go to the ER or whatever, and they would put the little thing on your finger that checks your blood oxygen level, which is the amount of oxygen flowing through your blood at that point, and it would always be like 99, 100%, even though I smoke. So I started putting all that together in my head, the fact that when I would have these panic attacks, I was still getting air. I was still breathing. Even though I felt like I wasn't, I still was. I wasn't dying like I would think. And I read this book. I also prayed about it a lot because it was horrible. I hated it. It felt, like I said, like someone was straight up suffocating me. I'm sure other people felt that way too, but I would be dead asleep and wake up freaking out. And that's kind of horrible when you're asleep and you can't even get any rest because you're woken up with panic attacks. That's crazy. But that was something that helped me. Um, I still take like Klonopin as needed, and I do mean as needed. Um, Basically, what I take is like a half of a zero point 0.5 milligram, which I think is like the lowest that you can take is zero point 0.5, and I break it in half. And if my nerves are really stressed, then I will take one of those, just a half, because I do have this personality that stresses really easily over things. If things aren't in order to me, I get really upset and really stressed out. Um, I try to tell myself all the time that I cannot control things around me, that I'm only in control of myself. I try not to have those expectations that I myself can't uphold. Um, I think things sometimes a mile a minute, and it's once my thoughts start racing, it doesn't seem to stop. It's retarded, which is how like I get off subject a lot. Is my thoughts go here to there to there to here, and I overanalyze things a lot, things that don't even matter. I will sit there and think about it, and then I will think about it some more, and then I will wonder why and if and da 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 da, and it drives me crazy. So I imagine it probably drives other people crazy. But I hope this helps you because I know everybody's different, and I know my situation isn't any better or any worse, the things that I've been through. I won't discuss everything in this video that I have been through, but I've been through a lot, like probably a lot of people. And I think that I've come a long way out of it. It's made me a better person. I definitely am more aware of what I do instead of just being spontaneous and not thinking of the consequences of my actions. I try to think about what will happen if I do this or if I say that. You know, anyhow, I think that you can get a grip on anxiety and on panic, whether with the help of medication in conjunction with talking to yourself, as crazy as that sounds, with prayer. You're in more control than you think you are. Your mind is very strong. In no way am I saying you shouldn't be on medicine, because you need to sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I still do. But I know that our minds are very powerful. I mean, they're powerful enough to get us to think that we aren't breathing when in fact we are. But for some reason we're not getting that oxygen to our brain, and it just fucks with us. But there's a way that the same way that you talk yourself into a panic attack, you can try to talk yourself out of one. So I hope that helps. If not, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm Karen. I'll talk to you later. Bye.